7-1. That's right. 7-1 are your Tennessee Volunteers after defeating the Kentucky Wildcats last night on Rocky Top Dark Mode. The environment. Oh my goodness, what an environment it was. It was a special night on Rocky Top, but we still didn't see what we necessarily wanted to see out of this offense. Did we see another step of improvement? Absolutely. Did we see another time where the greatness of what's to come of Nico Iamaleava is right on the cusp? Did we see that? Yes. Yes, we did. But we're not done. We got a long way to go. And guys, it's really crazy to say it. We got a long way to go in this season. I know it's week 10 or whatever week it is for some people. We're 8 in and we still got a long way to go. I can't wait. Let's dive in, man. It's the Next Day Show, talking all things Tennessee, Kentucky, and looking ahead to Mississippi State. It's your boy Ruck in the building, man. Y'all know what it is. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. Welcome to the Next Day episode.
First play, second quarter, touchdown Tennessee. That throw's intercepted. Pierce down the sideline. Touchdown.
Straight up Tennessee family, what's happening, good people? Happy Sunday. Hope you had a great weekend, and I think everybody who's watching tonight has had a great weekend because at the end of the day, the Tennessee Volunteers got the job done. I know it wasn't the way we wanted it. I know it wasn't the conventional, easy, smackety, smack that butt type of way. But I feel it coming. What they said, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Hey, hold on, right? Like it's coming. It's on the way. But it wasn't last night, but Tennessee wins 28-18, another victory, another win, another gritty performance, and another team that can't score 20 points on the Vols. There are so many positives to look at, people. All of my Tennessee, there are so many positives to pull out of the game. I finally did my rewatch today. We're going to dive all into that in the first part of the show. Just talk about what I got to see. A lot of scheme changes. Kentucky was throwing a lot of random stuff at us all night, and it really never worked. And we had guys running open, and we were hitting them this time, and they were dropping it. And so we're going to talk all about it. But, man, welcome. It's the top of the show. Like, comment, subscribe. Man, hit that bell notification, y'all, so you never miss an episode. I see we got about 10 people in here right now. Come on, keep on joining, but also join the channel, man. $2 a month. What is that to you? What is that? Is that one less milkshake from Chick-fil-A? Is that one less, I don't know, sausage biscuit in the morning? $2, man. Hop in. $2 for, man. You get to hop in our Straight Up Tennessee Discord. I'm trying to tell y'all right now. The Discord is where it's at. If I got any of my Straight Up Tennessee family in here, you can vouch and explain to everybody. Here's our Discord channel, people. I know I got the blur on, so you can't really see like everything that's going on in there. But y'all, it's crazy in here. We talk all day. We all day, every day. Come and get in the channel, man. $2, y'all. Join the channel, man. Apple and Spotify, what's up? It's Monday for you guys, man. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Like I said, I bet you did. Tennessee has a win. It's easy to go to work on Monday when the Vols win, man. Let's see what's going on in the chat. What's up, Noah James? That boy was in here early. Says, GBO, bring Lance back on. I want to talk to him. Dylan throwing the oranges up, man. Shout out to Adrian. Throwing all of the emojis out there. Said Nico had his best game last night. Should have had 4 touchdowns last night if it wasn't for 3 drops. Yeah, I think, let's see. The Brazel drop, Kisselman. I don't remember another drop in the end zone, Oh gosh, it wasn't in the end zone. That was the Chaz Nimrod slant. Oh my God, that skinny Chaz still running. He's still running right now if he caught that football, man. God almighty. I mean, dude, let's just get to the point. Let's get to the point. Shout out to Dylan Sampson, man. Shout out to Dylan. Just y'all know we had D Samp on the show in 2023. An amazing young man. I'm excited for his future, even further past Tennessee. I genuinely think that what he brings to football is a tenacity, a grit, a hunger to just be great. Like I've seen Nico, or not Nico, I've seen Dylan Sampson, you know, get progressively better every single week. But what he also continues to do is show that he can do it in different ways. Dylan Sampson, 19 single season rushing touchdowns, is now the Tennessee school record. It has been 95 years since the record has even been thought of being touched. And Dylan Sampson, he did it in game number 8 for Tennessee, people. Game number 8. It's a special kid, man. Shout out to you, D-Samp. Dylan says this: the best thing I got from this game is Nico going headfirst into the pile to push Samp in the end zone. Everything may not be working out on O, but man, this team will lay down and die for each other. Absolutely, man. Tim Rice says, man, we started slow again, but ended up with 7 in the first half. But a win is a win. You know, I was kind of frustrated being in the stadium, right? The Brazzle drop. Why are we diving? Why are we diving? We didn't have to dive. All he had to do was catch it and just run on in. It was just like a security thing to just catch and fall. And I just didn't, I didn't understand that. That was hard for me to try to like get over. I was so frustrated for like 5 to 10 minutes after that play because I'm just like, bro, Nico just put a dot on you. And you did that. That's the way that it kind of unfolded. But Chris Brazzell, man, he is special. And you can tell he's a big play guy who makes the coaches wouldn't trust Chris to make that play if he hasn't done it before. Go look at the tapes. So go look at film against him in Tulane. I understand it's Tulane. I know that's where he was at, but this is just what we have film on. Chris Brazzell is a big play threat, and we seen he gets open. He's got to make the play, though. He's got to make the play. Chaz Nimrod has been the biggest improvement and the biggest like disappointment so far in 24. You see him make incredible catches, and then the simple ones he can't come up with. And it just doesn't add up, bro. It's like, what? Like you catch that, but you couldn't catch this. Adrian says something, man. Dylan says this. That's the worst thing. Our guys are technically catching the ball. They just aren't finishing the catch to the tuck. Braz had that ball if he just tucked it. Same with Miles Kisselman. I think, and Miles was a little different. Like he got absolutely smacked. But I think if Miles tucks that ball as soon as he catches it, because he hits him right here. If he catches it and just snug it, yeah, his hands might be hurting from because the guy hit him straight in the chest. I still think you got to catch that ball, man. I know you getting hit. It's football, but man, we got to have that tutty. Adrian says, I'm glad we went back to giving the tight ends the ball finally. I mean, goodness gracious, Ethan Davis, I don't think he got a target last night. I don't think he got a catch for sure. I know Holden Stays had a couple grabs, and I know Miles Kisselman was our leading receiver last night. Boy, had 6 touches for 97 yards and a tutty. Yeah, just looking at the box score, yeah, Ethan Davis didn't get a touch. Holden Stays had 3 catches. So, yeah, I mean, to the tight ends, 9 of Nico's 28 were 2 tight ends. Like, that's what I want to see. That's what I love seeing that. I absolutely love seeing that. So, Mike Matthews was on the floor, on the field a lot more, but still not getting the targets up. it's coming for him. I think he's close. You know, Mike probably earned some touches after that pancake block. I know y'all seen that pancake block from Mike Matthews on that squirrel white screen. Nico threw it low, hash side, probably on like the 40, threw it low. Squirrel caught it. Mike Matthews was on top of dude, like pancake. I was like, shout out to Mike for handling his business. Nasty work from a freshman, just being a dog. Like that's what we need. And those are the type of plays that earn you targets. I know that it's not him catching the football and making a play, but that is called grit. That's called physical. That's straining to get somebody on your team open, to get something going for everybody involved. And so very proud of Mike Matthews, even though he got one target and it was a busted play. So let me talk about this drive sheet real quick. I kind of want to go through it. Obviously, Tennessee's first 4 drives was missed field goal. I think it was punt, turnover, missed field goal, right? It should have been touchdown because we had a penalty on that first drive that just absolutely murdered us, holding. And then I don't think it was a false start. I can't remember. Dang, I can't remember what it was. I didn't write that down. But then 2 drives later was the Brazel drop. That was a touchdown. And then the very next drive, the missed field goal number 2 was the Miles Kisselman drop. So we're talking at that point, it should have been 21 or 21-7. Instead, it was 10-7 at that time, going into half. Kentucky doesn't get that 3 points if we're up. So technically, bro, it should have been 28-7. We left too many plays out there. I'm going back through. There was a play early in the first quarter. It was the same drive. We hit Miles Kisselman on the rollout to the right, hit Miles. Rolled out left, hit Miles. This is the first drive we got stuff going. I could have sworn that we were going to take a shot there to Brew McCoy on the sideline. They came out in I think it was 10 personnel, which if you don't know what 10 is, it's no tight ends, two receivers on both sides. So you got dubs, no tight ends, running back, quarterback, 5. So you're in 10. And they kind of ran that Jalen Hyatt post wheels kind of concept, except on the backside where Brew was at the time, it was kind of like a vert hitch type thing. Like the slot guy ran a deep hitch just to kind of see if the zone was going to pull up or not. And they were playing man. So the curl was actually open, but Brew was also getting open. And you can see what I'm talking about because the ball, it wasn't this drive, but go later into the game when we threw the deep ball to Brew and they didn't call the defensive pass interference. It was the same route concept, same exact route concept. And so I'm watching this like Heupel. People got to stop talking about Heupel. Heupel and Hosley are drawing this stuff up beautifully. It's there. The ball, like the plays are there. And it's all kind of syncopated to make sense in due time. And so when we threw the ball to Brew, I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know how you miss DPI right there. I don't know how you miss that at all. How the man only can reach out with his left hand when his whole arm is being tucked by him. How don't you call that? What happened? I just didn't understand that. Tim Rice in the chat says what sucks is that it should have been 52-18. We have to catch them open balls and the contested ball too. Matt says left a lot of points on the field for sure. We can't do that against Georgia. Hey, Matt, listen, we're fans. I ain't capping. I ain't thinking about Georgia right now. I'm thinking about Mississippi State, man. That's the next one. I'm thinking about Mississippi State. What can we do to put 50 on Mississippi State's head? Because they're not going to come and lay down. Like, I understand that they're not better than us at all, but they're not going to come and lay down. Not at all. So with that, I'm looking at Mississippi State, man. We'll get to Georgia in 2 weeks. Y'all know what I think about Georgia. Y'all know what I think about Georgia. I hate Georgia with a passion. There's nothing about Georgia that I like except my family that live in Georgia, who's actually moving back to Knoxville. So if that tells you anything, there's still a portion of my family though that is still going to live down there. That they kind of have their home is kind of built down there. So can't really hate on that. But yeah, y'all, I don't like Georgia. If y'all know that about me, and to prove that I don't like Georgia, I just want to show y'all a clip from a couple shows back. Just check this out.
I think I hate Georgia more than Florida and Alabama, which is very strange to say. I hate Georgia. I hate everything about them. The fact that a grown man, hold on, y'all.
This is a ruck rant.
The fact that y'all grown people, what you do to opposing fans is the most childish thing I've ever seen in my life. The fact that what you do to intimidate people is bark at them.
This is the dogs! This is Sanford, baby! This is how we do it for the dogs!
Like an actual dog. Like you are barking at him.
Titan, come here. Let me come up here.
Y'all bark like this. This is what you barking like. Come on, y'all. That's just weird. That's weird. I hate y'all. You wear shoulder pads with spikes on it and bark at people. Come on, y'all. Oh my goodness.
I hate Georgia. I can't stand Georgia, y'all. Oh, we're gonna talk more about Georgia in 2 weeks, but Matt, that just gives you a picture into how I feel about the Georgia Bulldogs. Not 1 ounce of me enjoys the Georgia Bulldogs. Dylan Elam says refs were garbage all game. The refs, man, yeah, they were garbage on both sides. The Omar Norman Lott situation with Brock Vandergriff when he ran out of bounds and Omar just kind of pushed him back. I don't know how we didn't get an unsportsmanlike on that penalty. I don't know how we didn't get an unsportsmanlike there. That was the worst thing Omar could have done, and they didn't call anything. If I'm a Kentucky fan, I'm hot because they did not score on that drive. They could have scored on that drive, but oh man, I thought that was hilarious. But talking more about the route trees, everything that we've been doing, it's there, guys. We've seen it. The Miles Kisselman play, perfect call. Nico put that ball over 2 linebackers and a safety, and it was there. Safety had to make a play in order for that to not be a tud. You see what I'm saying? The play call, everything's there. Everything is right there in front of us. We just have to. We got to finish the play, man. Chris. Chaz Nimrod's drop, man. Oh man. Nico put that ball, y'all, so perfectly on the money. He was so locked in, man. Nico was locked the whole game. 74.5% completions. He was 28 of 38, 292, 1 tud. No picks. Dylan Sampson, 27 touches, 142, 5.3 yards a clip, 2 tuds. Peyton Lewis, what a great drive from Peyton Lewis, man. It was really good. That's my boy Adrian's homie, man. He said, I'm trying to see P. Lou. I'm trying to see P. Lou. And we saw him. And Peyton Lewis is going to be very good. I think he's really, really, really patient right now. And so I think his development piece is to hit it. Patience is nice. Deshaun Bishop is very patient as he treads. But as soon as the hole is there, D. Bish is hitting it. Peyton Lewis is very patient, almost to a fault. The hole is there. I think about the play where he got tripped up. I think it was 3rd down. It was a 3rd and 2 or something. He got tripped up going to it was inside zone to the right. And if he doesn't, he kind of hop steps into that. If he didn't and he just kind of ran straight, I think he's still running right now. He got tripped up because he kind of hesitated, kind of hop stepped a little bit. It was very, very interesting. Peyton Lewis is going to be special, though. Big guy, fast. fast and got got the body of a running back, especially a hypo type running back. Like, that's very important. So Dylan Elam says this: God bless Max Gilbert. You can see the overcorrection. Looked like the army out there. Left, right, left. They were worse on TV than they were in person. Watching how bad he was missing, it's so uncharacteristic. Now, he's missed some. Let's not get this confused. Like, I'm not trying to get this confused, or like, he's missed some this year, but I ain't never seen him be that bad. Like, it was tough. And I think, what are they doing this week to get his confidence back up? Because the talent is there. We know that Max can kick a 50. He can kick 55 almost. We've seen him do it. But now it's a confidence thing, man. Like, because we're going to need him. We're going to need him at some point this season. I don't know when, but at some point. Dylan, it says all of his misses were beyond 50 until last night. Yeah, and like, even some of those 50-yard misses weren't bad misses. Like, it wasn't a bad miss. He just missed. But last night was bad. Those are consecutive bad misses, and cost us, bro. Cost us points. It cost us points. I didn't like that we gave up 174 yards rushing. I didn't like that at all. I wonder if that's the most we've given up all year. Like, real quick, I'm gonna actually look up and see. Let's look at this. So UTC, obviously, we know that it didn't happen there. Against UTC, we only gave up 74 yards rushing. I'm trying to think of what game we could have even given up more. Arkansas, maybe. But I don't even think we gave up. I don't know. That had to be the most we've ever given up. Yeah, we gave up 134 against Arkansas. Yeah, I mean, that's got to be the only. That's it. Like, Kentucky was the most we've ever given up all year. It's got to be. I'm looking at the rest of the schedule. Like, there's no one else. There's nobody else. I didn't like that, and I know the defense didn't like that either. You could tell Josh Joseph in his post game, he didn't like that at all. None of them liked it. And they're going to get stuff corrected. They're going to get stuff cleaned up, and they're going to come ready to play against Mississippi State for homecoming. Dylan says, I'm never one to pin it on refs because it's lazy. But, man, we were getting held James Pierce Jr. was getting held every single snap, bro. Every single time he was blowing number 67 or 69 straight off the block. Straight off the block, burning him. And he's getting held because he can't make the play. That's why they start inside stunting him, and he blew Brock Vandergrift's head off. He blew that man's head off. That was the I mean, Josh Josephs gets the strip sack the drive before. Very next drive, James gets that nasty boy. It might have been later. I think it was later, but James just, God almighty, bro. Shout out to my boy Chris. Said, whoops, playing Black Ops 6. I'm here. He's in the building, y'all. Chris is in the building. Let's talk about defense real quick. I know I kind of talked a little bit about the drive chart, talked a little bit about, the drops. Overall, offensively, it was a good day. It wasn't a great day. It wasn't a really good day. It was a good day. So if you're rating great as an A, really good as B plus, I would give us a B, close, maybe B minus. I felt like we got some things going, and we shot ourselves in the foot with penalties, or we fumble. Nico didn't put the ball in harm's way at all, so you can't blame him for anything. A lot of drops, a lot of missed opportunities because of penalties, putting us behind the sticks in different drives, and that stuff hurts you, man. Like, you can't do that, especially when you've been struggling. There's no good call on 3rd and 15. There's no good call on 2nd and 15. There's really no good call on 1st and 20 after a first down holding call. 1st and 15 is easy. Give it to Sam. Let him go get 5-6. Now you're at 2 and 9. That's manageable for us. But 1st and 20, that's not a good place for us to be. 3rd and anything more than 5 for us is nasty work. It's not good for us. And so the offense did good. I'm not happy, but it was good. It did what it needed to do to win. Defensively, they were good as well. They weren't really good, they weren't great, but they were good, and they continue to prove to the nation why they're the best defense in the country. And they want to be. That's the thing that will carry you. Is even when you play bad, you desire to be great. That's a winning team, bro. That's a scary team to be a part of, because everybody on one accord, on the same wavelength, wanting the same thing. That is scary season, because that is the type of team you don't want to play when it gets into elimination time, because they will do everything they can to not allow you to win, because they want it that badly. You know, Miles Kisselman said something in the post game just about Dylan Sampson, just saying, you know, I'm going to be able to tell my family, my kids, like, I played with Dylan Sampson. I blocked for Dylan Sampson. I was in the game with Dylan Sampson when he broke the record. Like, that's the type of culture that is in that room, y'all. It's a family. And defensively, these guys want to win, and they want to dominate. And it's so easy to say they want to dominate, blah, blah, blah. No, they got a killer instinct type thing. They want to kill. You can see it in the way they attack. Jermont McCoy, yes, he got the ball that Gavin Winston threw to Dude Macklin. I mean, that was a dot, bro. I'm not even gonna sit here and cap. That ball was perfect. Perfect to Jamori Macklin. He had one catch and a touchdown. It was just right over the perfect shoulder. Jamont was in position, couldn't get his head around. Dude caught the ball. Other than that, I would love to see Jermont McCoy's PFF grade yesterday, because he was strapping people up. Ricky played well. How in the world did Ricky get called for DPI when Dane Key pushed off to get that ball early in the first quarter? Dane Key, like they're fighting the whole time. They're fighting the whole time. But, of course, we get DPI. Jacoby Thomas said Will Brooks is the coldest white boy on the block. I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement with that. He's cold. Will Brooks is he's tough. Will Brooks also brings this kind of like hometown hero spirit to the defense, because obviously he's a Birmingham guy. I think he went to Vestavia Hills. I can't remember exactly, but he brings this, like, I know that I belong, but y'all keep playing with me type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep playing with me, but I'm here. Like, y'all keep playing games, but I need y'all to understand that I'm really here, and I'm really like that. Like, don't play with me. I'm really like that. So, Dylan says that he couldn't throw a ball better in 100 tries. He couldn't, bro. I mean, it was perfect. It was a perfect throw for a touchdown from Winston. Dylan Elam also says, if Will Brooks caught that pick in the first quarter, man, I was going to buy a jersey. You better still buy a jersey. Chris says, white safeties are back. They are everywhere. Jack Luttrell is actually doing well at Arizona. Hubbard over at Alabama. What's the cat from Georgia? Number 32. He's another guy, white dude, that's actually a starter too. So they look great. Will Brooks got caught on that pick six, man. That should have been a pick six. He should have just kept running run diagonal, bro. Don't run into the guy. You gave him a better angle, Will. Come on, man. Adrian says Will could have had 3 picks last night. Absolutely. Said bunch of Harrison Smiths running around. Shout out to the Knoxville Catholic boy, Harrison Smith. You know, Andre Turrentine made up for the last couple games last night as well. Right place, right time. Great hand-eye control. Went to go get the football, made an interception, and was solid in his zones, man. I felt like last night we had to stop playing zone Gavin Winsett hit us on a deep dagger route or late in the fourth. I think it was in the fourth quarter. It was either late third, early fourth. Dagger route, bro, just hit us right over top. We had to stop playing that weak zone. I hate when you play zone and the zone is weak, like super soft. Not everybody's really locked in on their zone. They're more just eye, hand, ball type thing, not getting it into their drops quick enough. It's a recipe for disaster sometimes, especially if you're not a good zone player individually. Zone is a safe space for DBs, the defensive coordinators to call like situationally. Um, But when we start playing man is when we get real physical, we get nasty, give Ricky and Dramad opportunities, to make plays on the ball, but to also kind of put themselves in position to hopefully get PBUs, but also get physical at the line and get them off their route. Matt says, I'm so impressed with our secondary, a pleasant surprise. Absolutely. And I said that at the beginning of the season. I said, we don't know what to expect about this secondary. And I love that. Because in the past, we've known, well, Jalen McCullough is going to be out there. Wesley Walker is going to be out there. Danico Slaughter is going to be out there. Like these guys that we've known, and Jalen McCullough was our best safety that we've had in years. And some people still to this day do not give Tank his props. Well, obviously his game is translating because he's got 2 picks right now. He's got a pick 6 in the NFL for the Rams, and he didn't even get drafted. He was an unrestricted free agent, picked up in the summer, made the roster, and is playing and making impact there in LA. And so Jalen McCullough has been great, and he was one of the sole backbone leaders of this defense for so long. And I think people just got so used to it. But Jalen McCullough was special, and we did a show with Tank as well in 2022. Yeah, 2022, maybe last year. I don't remember. It was a good show though. You should go look it up. Let's see. Chris says, give Will a break. 4.940. Us white boys are only good for short bursts. Chris, I wonder how, that probably translates over to a lot of things. Matt says, thought it was going to be our main weakness this year. Yeah, I think everybody did. The media didn't know. But I kept saying Jermont McCoy, dude, he was not a preseason freshman All-American. Like he wasn't an All-American his freshman year for no reason. He was a dog in Oregon State, and he needed to get into the SEC and prove it. That one pick against Alabama, it showed y'all. It showed everybody really like he's really him. Boot Carter is a dog, is what Adrian says. Why don't we have Boo returning punts? I'm just gonna leave that there. Look, everybody's like, wow. Dylan says, sheesh. Y'all know I'm just playing. Dang. Ain't nobody hating. Stop. I'm kidding, y'all. I love y'all, man. Y'all my fellas. Y'all my boys. Why is Boo Carter not returning punts? Why is Boo Carter not getting the ball in his hands more? Matt says Brooks has been clocked at 22 miles per hour. He ain't that slow. The difference was he was just getting chased by a black man. Like that's the difference. We got a big text from a lot of my friends back in Knoxville. It was literally just a Vols text. We talk basketball, baseball, football mostly. And somebody was like, why did he get caught? And somebody said he's white. I said, bro, it was a black man chasing a white man. Like, who's gonna win that race? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the black man was chasing the white man. It just is what it is, right? He's gonna get caught. He's like, man, I was hoping the fear of the fear of getting caught would make him have a burst. I was like, nah, dog. He just ran into it. He said, man, I'm just gonna fall. So, but overall, I special teams, God almighty, F. They used to give you them U's in elementary school, unsatisfactory. U. It was terrible. Kick coverage was fine. Jackson Ross wasn't great last night. And Max Gilbert was just really, really bad. It's an F for me. It just wasn't good. Offense, like I said, B. Defense, I'll give defense a B+. They made plays when they had to. That first drive, people take that for granted. That first drive, man, Kentucky scripted the perfect drive to get down the field. They get out there, they run that first play, gash us. They make some more plays. Barryon Brown to the speed out on the left side of this field. They get down there, Brock Vandergriff on fourth down. They kind of try to load the inside of the box to roll him out and hopefully dump it. They couldn't do it. We got that fourth down stop. We take that for granted right now in 2024 because our defense has done it over and over and over again. We can't take that for granted no more, y'all. Like, that can't happen. Just stop the football and let's keep it moving. Let's see. Chris says, amen, Dylan. Linebackers. We can hit the holes, tackle, even pick off a ball. But after that, we getting hawked. Oh, man. But, y'all, it's Mississippi State week, man. I'm done with Kentucky. I hate them. Hate them so much. Tennessee, Mississippi State right now, man. Mississippi State is 2-7, 0-5 in the conference. But what y'all don't realize is they haven't really been getting killed like that. Texas beat them down. Arkansas somehow beat the piss out of them. But they won last week against Massachusetts, which was yesterday. They lost to A&M by 10, Georgia by 10. Like, they've played really close games with some good teams. But that spread right now is 23.5. The over-under is 61.5. It can happen, but I don't think that's gonna happen. It could. Definitely could. But I think Mississippi State's gonna roll out Michael Van Buren Jr. He's the freshman. He's good. He's not bad at all. He's not bad at all. He's thrown 4 picks. On the year, he's 97 of 170. He's 57%, 1,300 yards, 9 touchdowns, 4 picks. It's really not bad. The completion percentage isn't great. You know, when you're comparing it to, when you look at Nico's 136 of 208, 65%, 1,700 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 4 picks. Same exact tutties and picks, but he's doing it at a higher clip. Van Buren can also run the football. Let me see what his rushing stats are so far. Right now. He's got 49 carries, and they're factoring sacks in, which I freaking hate that. 49 carries, 4 yards. He's got 4 rushing touchdowns, though. So a lot to look forward to. I think we're going to have a really great break tomorrow. I'm going to do my scat. It's my scat. I'm going to do my scout in the morning of Mississippi State, kind of go through their roster, look at their previous games and kind of see, and then we'll have a good breakdown on the Who is Mississippi State show tomorrow night. But hit the chat before we wrap, man. Chris says, nah, we see it. They're inconsistent, and that's their downfall. We'll handle business, but they will show some life. Matt said, I'm not taking that. Yeah, I'm not taking that over under at all. We haven't proven that, dude. We haven't proven that at all. So if you're a betting man, don't take any of that. 23.5, that's a lot, man. Kentucky was 17.5. We beat them by 10. Like, take the under right now on everything. Just under. Do not take the spread. Just be smart. Be smart with your money, because that's your money, not mine. But y'all, man, we'll be back tomorrow live, 7:15 Central, 8:15 Eastern, for the Who is Mississippi State show. I'm going to break it down. I can't wait for tomorrow morning. I'm going to kind of lock in and kind of get a scout and just see where they've been good. I know offensively, Jeff Lebby coming over from OU, great guy. He knows what he's doing. Same type of offense that Heupel runs. So it'll be very familiar for our defense, but it's also going to be kind of challenging because it's at a different pace as well. Different kind of kicks and giggles that they do. And so we're going to have to really kind of lock in. And so I'm going to look into some of that, see what they do, and break that down tomorrow night for the Who is Mississippi State show. But until then, y'all, man, thank you for tapping in with us tonight. Like, comment, subscribe, and join Apple and Spotify. Happy Monday. Y'all, we'll be back live tomorrow night, 7:15 Central, 8:15 Eastern for the Who is Mississippi State show. I think I'm going to have my boys back with me. It's going to be a fun night. But until then, y'all, I love you. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. You already know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you back live tomorrow night. We out.